Welcome, beloveds. This is Nikita. Welcome to my channel. So far we have covered 3 sessions on the lessons of Tao Te Ching, and so this is my class 4 with you on this series, and we'll continue reading excerpts from the book, and then I will share my own understanding about it. I have got a really good feedback on this series, so thank you so much for it. I'm really grateful to all of you and hope today's session does wonders for you. So let's get started. He who knows other man is discerning. He who knows himself is intelligent. He who overcomes others is strong. He who overcomes himself is mighty. Let's take the first point. He who knows other man is discerning. Discerning means having a good, sound judgment. And he who knows himself is intelligent. With the first point, he who knows other man is discerning. And he who knows himself is intelligent. My understanding here is this. When it comes to dealing with other people, are you really knowing the other person, or are you knowing about the other person? When I say are you knowing about the other person, or you are trying to know about the other person, I am here referring to the stories, the gossip, about the other person, which is not going to help you or the other person. But when it comes to knowing other person, then you are really trying to understand the other person and his or her experience. This difference is much the same like difference between sympathy and empathy. When it comes to knowing others, what matters is your intention. Is your intention is to really help the other person, to uplift or empower the other person? Are you trying to know other person out of good intentions, love, empowerment in terms of service, or are you addressing the other person just because you want to show your superiority, your pride, or your authority, and therefore more of your ego? What are you trying to do when it comes to other person? So here the intentions and the right attitude matters. If you are really trying to know the other person with good intentions, like I said, and you are really helping him or her in the sense that doesn't devalue and disrespect his or her own ideas and experiences, then it's fine. Otherwise, you are projecting your own inadequacy, your own inferiority. Although on the surface level it may look that you are being more superior, more experienced, more intelligent than the other person, but you are actually showing your inferiority, your inadequacy. So your intentions matters. And this next point, he who overcomes others is strong. He who overcomes himself is mighty. Many times in our humanness, people try to control and manipulate others. People try to change others so that they remain in their center, or they can do whatever they want to do with their life as well as with the life of other people. Really, this is not an intelligent move, or this is not even an idea to encourage. If you are trying to overcome others, you are strong. That's what it says. But if you try to overcome yourself, you are mighty. So what is the difference here, strong and mighty? It's not at all important, but it's not at all of significance to bring change or to correct other people just because you are facing problem with them. Okay, The point is, you don't have to control or manipulate other people so as to live your life the way you want to or to be in peace. What important is that you are more aware about yourself. Self with a capital S, the higher self. The more you are aware about yourself, the more you are in deep connection and in relationship with your authentic self, the more aware you are about yourself, about life, about other people. And most importantly, that's how you learn and grow, because that's the key to your success and growth. When you try to control or manipulate others so as to deal with your own problems, or so as to not to deal with your own problems or shortcomings, it's not going to help anyone. But the one who overcomes himself is mighty, meaning the one who is aware about himself. Who am I? What do I really want in my life? How and in what ways I want to make a meaningful difference in the world? And how and what all I can do to bring change in my relationship or in my interaction with this person or the situation I am involved or engaged in. So the more that deep authentic relationship you have with yourself, and the more you are in that state of awareness, that's how you learn and grow and expand. Okay, so that is important. He who does not fail in the requirements of his position continues long. He who dies and yet does not perish has longevity. Again, he who dies and yet does not perish has longevity. Now, dies and not perish and has longevity. I understood it this way, that every night we die and every morning we are reborn. Every night you die, every morning you are reborn. So what are you trying to do with your life every single day? That matters. Then you are not perishing, and that is what it is referred to as longevity. Are you just living your life unconsciously, like a robot or like any automatic machine, that you wake up on this time, you do certain chores on this time, for the morning, for the afternoon, for the evening, and then you go back to sleep? This is how are you living your life? Or are you actually living your life by being one with life and really trying to make sense of what life is all about, and what is the purpose of life, and what is my purpose in my life? Are you trying to be aware of life and life's experiences? Because whether you acknowledge it or not, but every night you die and every morning we are reborn. This is so interesting, because no matter whatever has happened to you in the past, you could see it in terms of death also, of course with natural acceptance and healthy well-being in that sense. And every morning there is another tomorrow always, and one day there may be no tomorrow, right? So every day is an opportunity. When every day we are reborn, we can add new virtues, new values, new awareness, new consciousness in for our new awareness, new consciousness every single day. So take advantage of you being reborn every single day and leave behind all the trials and errors, hatred, anger, resentment, even the thoughts of yesterday, even the painful experiences of yesterday, even the unpleasant, hurtful thoughts or feelings of yesterday. Leave that to yesterday, because it all dies at night when you go to sleep. And the next morning that you wake up, that you are reborn, see how you can offer more gratitude, more appreciation, more forgiveness to life, to yourself, to other people, and to all life's experiences, and see how you can take advantage of being reborn. It also means that you have all the power in your hands all the power, all the choices to actually create anything and everything that you want in your life and with your life's experiences. So use the experience of reborn and be sure that you live your life with awareness by being aware of your life and life's experiences, and you always have a choice to create new choices. It's okay if you made poor choices yesterday. It's okay if the things didn't turn out favorably or anything that has happened. But today you can make a new choice. Today you can bring more awareness to it because every day you are reborn. It's so beautiful. I really love that one. Next, to him who holds in his hands the great image, the whole world repairs. Man resort to him and receive no hurt, but rest, peace, and the feeling of ease. So to him who holds in his hands the great image here I am referring to God. God of your understanding, but for me God is one. So the Almighty, the Creator, the great image, the whole world repairs. Where is your, on what is your house? Let me put it this way. On what is your house built upon? Is it from inside or from outside? Is your house, your foundation, I'm referring to the verse in a Bible. Is your house, your foundation built upon sand or is it built upon rocks? If it is built upon sand, then one day or at any time it's going to get destroyed. But if it is built on rocks, your foundation is this strong on rocks, then you have a solid foundation. To put it another way, are you seeking your worth on mortal beings, on degrees, educational qualifications, money, fame, success, most importantly, with your relationship with other people or with other people, all kind of worldly or earthly desires and possessions? Are you seeking your internal worth in terms of this worldly, earthly things and in mortal beings, or is your foundation built upon your inner authentic self? To where is your identification coming from? Where is the roots of your foundation? Is your house built upon sand, meaning on other people, on outer circumstances or situations, on this worldly, earthly desires or possessions? Or is your house built upon rock? Your strong foundation is coming from yourself, knowing who you really are. I'm repeating myself, but this is one of the most important inquiry you can do with yourself in your life, and that would mean that you are living a valuable life as a human being also. So is your house built on sand or on rocks? Is your worth, your validation, your enoughness, your sense of security coming from mortal beings and mortal things, or is it upon yourself, your inner communion with yourself and with your God? So do inquire about what all you are identifying with and on what is your house built upon. Where is your strong foundation? Well, your foundation could be strong only if it is coming from within and not from without. So that's an inquiry that I leave to you. Next, okay, this is again very beautiful. Those who possessed in highest degree the attributes did not seek to show them, and therefore they possess them in fullest measure. Okay, I repeat. Those who possessed in highest degree the attributes did not seek to show them, and therefore they possessed them in fullest measure. Listen carefully. And those who possessed in a lower degree those same attributes sought how not to lose them, and therefore they did not possess them in fullest measures. So those who possess in higher degree these attributes, meaning those higher state of consciousness, supreme virtues and values, and being one with who one really is, meaning one with the essential nature of oneself, they did not seek to show them, and therefore they possess them in fullest measure. But those who are not aware of who they are, who are not aware of their essential nature as a human being and therefore the essential qualities as a human being, and are constantly working hard and struggling to keep it safe, they just don't have it, they just don't possess it in any of the measure. So here my understanding to it is this, like I said, it's about your essential nature and qualities. See, what happens is that people usually tries to be loving, kind and compassionate only when they have the same kind of loving, kind or compassionate experiences in their engagement with other people. Then if that's the case, if that's what your attitude or thinking is like, then that comes in the lower degree of attributes, and you are not possessing it in full measure. The point here is that you are the source. You are not the one who is seeking anything from outside, but you are the one who is radiating and emanating everything from yourself. So you are the source. You are not the one who needs first love, kindness or compassion, but you are the source, meaning you are love. It's not that somebody else has to love you first to show you that you are lovable. You are love. It's not even I am loving, it's I am love. This is the noun and not the verb. I am love, meaning you are the source. And you being the source of all of these essential qualities, love, peace, joy, compassion, benevolence, generosity, wisdom, integrity, all of these supreme virtues and values, you being the source of it, you can naturally radiate those things from within you. You don't need such things from the outside. You don't need the approval, praise or validation of somebody else. Even if someone doesn't say that how lovable you are, or you may not have the loving experience of someone else, or you may have experienced abandonment or rejection, still it's not about how you are treated in these qualities of love, joy and compassion. It's about you being the source, because each one of us as a human being has this source within us. We possess this essential qualities as a human being, like love, for example. So you, dear, you are love. It's not like I am loving, it's I am love. So you are being the love. Whatever you want, you are giving it. Okay, you being the source of it, you are giving it. You are not begging people and asking. You are giving it freely from your own reservoirs of those qualities, because you are the source. Okay, in the same context, those who possessed in the highest degree those attributes did nothing and had no need to do anything. So those who possess these essential qualities, well, each one of us possess, but those who are aware of these essential qualities and are being the source of those qualities, they have nothing to do to prove to anyone, and those who possess them in a lower degree were always doing and always had the need to be doing. So it's like if you are always seeking approval and validation from other people, this life and many other incarnations after incarnations, none of the incarnation or none of the life will be enough for you, because you will always be in this struggle only, that I have to get approval and validation and love from other people. So no number of lifetime will be enough for you. You will be constantly doing it and your need will never be satisfied. You will still continue to do it. But those who believe that they are the one who can be an instrument or a channel or a vessel of such essential qualities, so they themselves being the love, the wisdom, peace, joy, compassion, and they are radiating those things in their life or to their life's experiences and with other people. They actually have nothing to prove and they don't have to do anything with it. They are just giving it, they are being the source of it, and they will never run out of this thing because they will always possess it in fullest measure only. So think about it. Are you really seeking approval, praise and appreciation all the time from other people and then feeling rejected or abandoned? Or you can make a new choice with new awareness that I as a human being being the source of all these essential qualities. I am my self-love, I am love, I am peace, I am joy, I am compassion, I am generosity, I am light. So important, I am light. And then sharing it with other people. So it's about that. And this is also one of the most important purpose that you can cultivate within yourself, and purpose as in one of the purpose in your life as a human being. So think about it. Here is another verse for you. This is the last one for this class. What man dislike is to be orphans, to have little virtue, to be as carriages without naves, and yet these are the designations which kings and princes use for themselves. Here is the lesson for you. So it is that some things are increased by being diminished, and others are diminished by being increased. This is very, very important, and I'm just love with it. It is that some things are increased by being diminished. Let's take the first part. Some things are increased by being diminished. So what all things can be increased within yourself so that the other part of it can be diminished? Carl Jung, a psychoanalyst, he explained that every human being has a dark side or the shadow side of their personality. This is your devil side, the shadow side, of which in his theory it is important to be aware of and to uncover so that you can live your life fullest as a human being. Meaning, so that you leave that shadow side, the devil side, the dark side of yours, and then you are no more in that unconscious dark side of your personality, and you use all of your potentials and use the good side, the conscious side of your personality. So this one, some things are increased by being diminished, and others are diminished by being increased. So this point could have a lot of explanations, but I am considering this one. If you want to, in order to, not if you, in order to increase your quality of wisdom, awareness, respect, politeness, peace, joy, love, what all things that you have to diminish? Arrogance, rude, uh, untrusting, unpleasant things, and most importantly, your ego. You have to destroy your ego. Then only the essential destroy, as in you won't be able to destroy it completely, but with your awareness you can understand that this is your ego and that ego needs to be diminished, and that is how you will increase the essential qualities of, means that's how you will increase more love, more wisdom, more integrity, more success in your life. So in order to increase those in order to increase these essential qualities that you really want and that you really are, the other side of it, ignorance, pride, arrogance, resentment, hatred, anger, envy, jealousy, and ego needs to be diminished. That's the lesson here. And what all you have to keep on increasing by reinforcing all of these essential uh, qualities of you that you are and that you want. So like suppose if you want to learn swimming, how do you learn it? By attending the classes, by actually practicing swimming. How have you learned driving? By actually driving, right? So it is coming by practice. Same thing, how you can be more loving, more polite, more in integrity, or you practice authenticity, honesty, respect, those higher values and higher state of consciousness by practicing it. So it is only by practicing and therefore by reinforcing you actually increase all of these essential qualities more in your life, and the shadow side of yours gets diminished. So I hope this has been helpful to you. To share your feedback with me and practice these lessons. It will do you wonders. Thank you so much.